Welcome to Woodcraft of Dayton. My name is Tony Baran. I'm one of the instructors here at the store. And today we're going to talk about scroll saws. We're going to talk about selecting a scroll saw for yourself and how to set it up. We're also going to talk about some blade selections. And during this series we're going to talk about cutting projects and different things you can do with your scroll saw, including stack cutting and just cutting some different projects for yourself and different materials that you can use for your projects. In this session today we're going to talk about the different type scroll saws that are out there available. In our shop we have two different saws. We have a DeWalt saw and we also have the Excalibur saw. And although they do the same thing, they have locations for things that are a little different. And the first thing we want to stress is safety. It's the first thing you want with any power tool is safety. We want you to read and understand the instructions that come with those tools because that's what they give them to you for, so you can understand the tool and you can work with them safely. The second thing is as we get cutting, another thing that's important is wearing your safety glasses. And for right now we're not going to wear them because we're not going to be cutting. So make sure you have those things available. The saws are pretty much the same. They all do the same saw cutting and saw scroll sawing, but parts and pieces to the saws are a little different. Each saw has an upper arm and has a lower arm that the blade connects to. Now the difference in the two saws is just kind of location as to where some of the parts are. Tensioning knobs are back here on this Excalibur, where it's up front on the DeWalt. You also have this quick release for blade tension on the Excalibur that you don't have on the DeWalt. So you kind of want to pick what you want. Each saw has blower to keep the sawdust away from your cutting project, along with knobs to keep your blades in place, both upper and lower. Each saw has an adjustment for the table. The DeWalt has a knob underneath the table that adjusts the table. The Excalibur has a knob that adjusts the saw. It's kind of into that manufacturer. That's the way they decide to do that stuff. Other than that, each saw has a motor. It all plugs in. They all have stands, and these happen to be on wheels. So if you have a small shop or you have a shop that you need to put your saw away, you can leave it on wheels. The Excalibur that we're going to be cutting on today is equipped with a light. It's an optional piece of equipment that you can buy at most retail places. And it also has a foot pedal that makes it a little more convenient for the user. Keeps your hands on your work while you're cutting. Once you've read the instructions for your scroll saw, the other thing you want to make sure you have is a nice chair to sit in. Find something comfortable for yourself, whether it's a bar stool or a regular chair. Just make yourself comfortable because you're going to be sitting at your saw, so you want to make sure you're comfortable and at a good height for yourself. Next thing we want to talk about is blade selection. A lot of different blades out there are used for different selections of material that you may be cutting. You can see we've got a lot of different blades here, and they all come in different sizes. They start at 0 and they go all the way up to 9. The larger the number, the larger the blade. It's for the thicker material. You have reverse tooth blades, which on the bottom of these blades are some teeth that are reversed so that it cuts on the upstroke of while you're cutting your material. You have spiral blades, and just like it sounds, they're spiral, they cut in 360 degrees. A little tougher to use, but it can be done. You also have different type blades that'll cut metal. You also have crown tooth blades that'll cut different materials such as corian or plastics. So check your local Woodcraft store and you can find a lot of different blades. They come in a dozen packages, or dozen blades per package, and they're fairly inexpensive for what you want to do, so you can have a variety on hand.
We appreciate you watching our demo series. We hope you got something out of this. If we can be any more help from you, we encourage you to come on down to the Woodcraft of Dayton, talk to us. We'll help you out with what we can. We'll set you up with books and equipment. We're here to help you make wood work.